Hello and welcome to Syracuse Unpeeled, your favorite source for the latest absurd, insane, and hilarious news. Tonight we've got bilingual parrots and Barack Obama's embarrassing moment. Andrea meets the parents, and later on I'll sit down with Vivienne Quow, president of the She's the First organization. I'm Cassie DeLaura, joined tonight by Alex O'Toole, Haley Schluter, and our guest co-host Ben Meshumar. Ben is a sophomore industrial design major here at SU, so welcome. Thank you for coming and joining us.
We're excited. Me, Cassie.
We are excited to have you.
It means a lot to me to be here.
Well, it means a lot to us too. Thanks. Let's start off with a woman who spent an entire week in KFC after being dumped by her boyfriend.
Wow.
So this woman went from heartbreak to heart attack then.
Basically.
Cardiac arrest after a breakup, post-breakup.
No in between.
No.
My question is like...
Well, KFC, I mean, all that cholesterol, just in 1 week, all those meals. Unless I don't eat after a breakup. Maybe she wasn't eating.
That's
Maybe
kind
it was just
of,
it was a hideaway.
I mean, it sounds pretty appealing to me. I mean, I do like KFC. Like, what was she eating? Did she
That's
get
my
like,
question.
the sides? Like, what was she having?
After you're broken up with, you just want mashed potatoes.
I was
you
gonna
just
say,
want,
Then you
like,
definitely need fried chicken.
Is that
fried
how you guys
chicken,
deal
mac
with
and cheese.
relationships or breakups?
Like hard to say. Like I haven't really had much to like deal with thus far, but like I'm assuming like I'm just gonna take after her lead and just sit in KFC with like a big thing of fried chicken on my stomach.
Haley, you have a longtime boyfriend. If you guys broke up, would you go? Was the first place that you're going? Is that KFC? Or?
KFC, honestly, maybe. Honestly, I could be
Right?
like, I want some chicken legs, some chicken thighs, my old life back.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I
not
mean?
the worst thing, you
Like,
know?
yeah, true.
There are worse ways to deal with a breakup.
Well, okay. Ben, what's your take?
Are there in KFC? How long was she in KFC for?
A while.
Do you know? A while.
Oh,
a
Oh,
long
a full
time.
week. We
A
just
full
said
week.
7
So we
days.
Did she sleep there? Did she sleep in the KFC? These are questions that are unanswered.
Yeah, that's important, I think.
I think we should maybe do some digging of our own, possibly.
Yeah.
We'll do that right after our next story. Let's get to some uplifting news. A man in Eureka, California, robbed a gas station cashier by gunpoint and returned hours later to apologize and give the money back. Later on, investigators stated his gun was actually a BB gun, and the kicker, he was still arrested.
I don't really see why that's a kicker, because he had a guy and his gun pointed at the guy. That's dangerous. That's kind of like, you're gonna arrest that guy no matter what. Yeah, it's a BB gun, but
No, I
that's
see
an
your point.
issue.
Yeah.
I'm on the same
You
on
know?
the same page as you. If you literally
You
went,
still go, right.
exactly. If you went and you killed someone and then you left, and then a few hours later you came back and you're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Please don't be dead. I didn't mean it.
Yeah.
So you don't get unarrested for that.
But this story is, don't you feel like it was like a guy whose like wife just divorced him? She was like, you're so soft, you know what I mean, or something.
He's like,
so
well,
watch
you
this.
soft.
And then he comes, but he is soft, so he comes back 3 hours later. He's like, I'm really sorry, man. I'm like, here's your money back.
I'm sorry.
It was a BB gun. It's my son's. I don't have custody of him anymore. No, but that's what I feel like. This is like.
This has turned into a really sad story.
That's like what I pictured though. I was like, this man didn't want to do that. Like somebody.
Clearly, someone
Or
Totally.
midlife crisis. That divorce or midlife
could be
crisis.
that.
One of the
We don't
two.
know his age. We don't know how old he is. We don't know his life story. So another one we'd have to really do some investigating.
Yeah.
on.
We don't
We should
investigate.
really
We have a lot of
hire a
investigating to do
detective
this
or
week.
something.
Well, a story that we do know a lot about, actually, someone else a little more well-known was facing some serious financial troubles recently. The Washington Post reported that President Barack Obama's credit card was denied at a New York City restaurant during a UN General Assembly outing in October.
Bonkers. That's all I gotta say.
I love President Obama, but what does this say about your the economic state of your country when your own president can't order like some surf and turf and like
Yeah,
pay
right?
for it?
I wonder what was on the check is the thing.
Also, like, if I had like the president come to like my place of work or whatever, like, who would actually charge him? Like, not to say like, ooh, like, don't
That
charge
was
the president,
my-
but like,
Yeah.
who was
Okay.
handing him a bill? Like,
Right.
ooh,
Yeah.
Mr. President, here's your bill. Like, I'd be like, thanks for coming.
I know.
How about like the,
Thanks, Obama.
like
It was
going
a
up to the
Republican waiter.
going up to the president, like your card was denied.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Try
right.
again. Then you're gonna
Mr.
Like,
President.
maybe you'll
over
think
it.
again about that bill we sent you last week.
I feel like because he is the president, he didn't expect to pay at all. He probably
carries
has
a fake
He
card.
has like credit cards
Fake
because
card.
that's what you do. You have credit
Right.
cards. You go through the motion.
Hotel
But he was
room
probably
key.
so confused when the person like slipped it in front of him and was like, you know what I mean? Like, take your time. There's no rush on this.
I would
He
be
was probably like, what do you mean?
He gave them the fake card. Like Taylor Swift has her fake purse. He has his fake card.
Yeah, he didn't think they were gonna swipe
Bodyguard
it.
has the real one. That's
I
what
would
it
be
is.
so
Secret Service.
embarrassed.
True.
I'd be embarrassed to like go up to the president and be like,
Yeah.
sorry, your credit card was denied. I would probably just like pick it up on my own
right.
credit card.
I'd be
Just
like,
because
yeah,
like I'd
right.
be so humiliated to go up to the president and be
Yeah,
like,
but
sorry.
after you wait tables, even if it was Obama, I'd be like, I'm still gonna get like 20% though, right?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'll
Like,
cover your check, but like tip. Am I right?
yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next story. On to news from the animal kingdom. The Guardian reports on a parrot named Nigel that was recently returned to his owner after being missing for 4 years. Nigel, who originally spoke English with a British accent, now speaks Spanish.
First of all, this is sad because this parrot is cooler than me. We have a bilingual parrot. I'm like barely a functioning.
Barely speak Spanish.
I can barely speak.
She went her
But
ABCs
okay,
yesterday.
so we have pre-Nigel over here.
Hello, this is me, Nigel. About 4 years ago.
You sound like
before I
Nigel
left
Barker.
for Spain,
And you want to be returned
and
home.
now here I am today.
Here
Freaking
I
me
am.
out.
That's an Australian.
Freaking me out.
Yeah, tengo a la casa.
We got a little Australian thing. I did a whole travel around the world. Like, how do you think I get from one place to the other? I took the long way, of course. It took me 4 years. I mean, seriously.
Oh,
Let
you
me
are
some
the
swag.
parrot.
You are the parrot. Oh.
She's a character. She's a
that.
character.
We have pre-Nigel. He wants to be yo quiero.
This literally-
Voy a la casa.
Yeah, this literally sounds
Finalmente.
like
Finally.
it sounds like some Wild Thornberry stuff, like with like the talking animals. And like, wasn't the
Yeah.
dad on that like literally named Nigel? Like, wasn't
Nigel.
that
Yes,
his
it
dad?
was.
Like,
Yes.
this is all starting to make sense to me.
Honestly, parrots have always, I think, really scared me. Terrifying to think of not a human person speaking English or Spanish.
And with an
Oh, that
accent.
is kind of
I know.
Does he speak Spanish with a British accent? Another important question.
Wow.
That's another
That is
important.
possible.
I don't.
I would try, but like I would really embarrass
Yo no
myself.
sé. Yo no sé.
We'll
Yeah,
just scrap the footage after
We're
that.
like doing terrible accents. and this
Yes,
is-
let's forget the accent.
Let's leave it to Nigel,
And let's
shall we?
move on. As we look back at the regrets and bad decisions of Halloween weekend, let's talk about some costume blunders. The nonprofit humanitarian group Doctors of the World has supported the sale of an Ebola containment suit costume. Reps from the organization say it will help raise awareness for the disease. The description of the costume online says, quote, "You are sure to be prepared if any outbreak happens at your Halloween party," end quote. Even worse, there's a sexy version.
So they I think that awareness is already pretty high, quite frankly, and now so is like immorality. Like these people are saving lives. Let's appropriate and then sexualize them.
Exactly.
That's
It's-
really.
It's one of those things,
Productive.
you know.
Yeah.
It's too soon. It's too soon,
soon.
America.
Too
America,
soon.
it's
That's
too soon.
one of the only appropriate times I think anyone's ever used too soon. So well done for that.
Thank you.
Good usage.
What about
there.
all the people who have walked around with like the masks on and like you say, "Oh, what are you?" and they say like, "I'm an Ebola patient," or "I'm trying to not get
Again,
Ebola."
too soon, America.
Also, it was $59.99. Like, I'm not gonna pay $60 to like walk around and have people crack like drunken, not very funny jokes at
Right.
me about like, hey, clean up my diarrhea. Like,
I love that you just knew the price of that literally off
my
the top
gosh.
of your head when
True.
nobody mentioned that. Like, I had seen the
True.
costume already online, but at least I didn't admit to knowing it and the price. Like, you had it in your check.
She was thinking
You had
about
it in the
it.
car.
She was thinking. It
All
was
right,
in the card.
in one word, what were you for Halloween?
Oh, God.
You don't remember?
No.
Okay, that's a
One
problem.
word.
Ben,
You're
what
looking
were you?
for- You're looking
Too
for.
many, too
What were
many
you for
different
Halloween?
costumes.
I was Lilo from Lilo and Stitch.
Love it. Haley, what were you?
a peacock.
Nice.
One
I
night.
like
I had
it.
like
Creative.
3 different costumes. Okay, well, one of the nights I was like French kiss, but like
I saw a
like
picture of that.
clever.
Yeah,
Like I
creative.
did like kiss face, like beret, being French, but
You were a
like the band
French-
kiss. You know, you
I
gotta
don't
go
get
for
it.
wit
I
sometimes.
don't get
It's
it.
okay.
I'll be
I'll
honest.
explain it
You
later.
can try again next year, but let's move on to the next
There's a lot of
story.
things.
Try
going on.
again next year.
Alex, I swear. Let's move on. Time for some on-campus news. Let's talk about something that has everyone so annoyed: the new traffic lines on Comstock and Waverly. The new traffic pattern includes parking spaces in a wider bike lane. I hate it.
Someone's gonna get like all I keep thinking of is like somebody is going to get hit because like
Yeah.
I've almost gotten hit and I've seen way too many people almost get hit. Like it's just bad. I've seen so many cars just
Dangerous.
speeding down
Yep.
the bike lane.
Yep.
Like it's so unsafe and the cars are parked in the middle of the street. Like
And you
there
think,
is
yep. I've almost gotten hit as a pedestrian trying to walk through.
As a pedestrian,
it's
absolutely.
horrendous. It's terrible.
Well, why is the bike lane that wide? Like the fact that you can drive your
In a
car
bike
physically
lane.
down
Yep.
it. Are we living in Brooklyn where there's like at least 95 people riding their bikes, so we need a wide, like we're gonna ride our bikes next to each other. There's so many bikers. It's the harshest,
literally
it's
a
the
two-lane
harshest
lane
winter
for
in,
bikes.
this is the harshest winter in the country.
Like we might as well literally be in Antarctica because like in about a week nobody's riding bikes.
No
Aside
one's
from
in
the
Jimmy
Jimmy
John's
delivery
sandwich
man,
delivery person.
But he
Shout out.
never,
Always
he
on your
never
bike.
needed that bike lane before.
He never needed it before.
He never needed it
He's
before.
off-road.
I
Why
still
does he
got
need
my
it now?
He's
sandwiches,
off-road.
freaky fast.
Exactly. Freaky fast delivery, Jimmy John's, and free smells
And
at
So
that.
hate it or love it. Hate it.
Hate it.
Hate
Hate
it.
it. Hate it.
Hate
Hate
it.
Hate it.
Hate it.
All right.
Who loves
The
it?
capital H.
Does Cuomo even know about it? This is a crazy
No,
system.
no, they don't. None of the common
Let's not get all political here, but anyway, another story we have to add in before we end. I'm very sad. My man, Justin Timberlake, they just announced that he and Jessica Biel are expecting their first child together. I am
Baby.
heartbroken. It is the year of insanely gorgeous babies. We have Jessica Biel, Justin Timberlake, Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis, Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively. What are your guys' thoughts?
It's a time to be a newborn because they're going to have so many like celebrity children to be looking at. Like, wow, this is what perfection looks like.
True.
And they can just like dream about that. You know?
Like,
Next
I don't know how to make
generation.
Jessica Biel's face into a baby. Like, you know how you can look at someone and be like, oh, I can see you as a baby.
Yeah.
She's got like these high cheekbones, like these big lips. Like,
It's just gonna come out.
I
like
don't know,
fully
It could be a
contoured
funky
face.
baby.
yeah,
It
like
could
a
be a
fully
funky
contoured
baby.
I don't know, like
It could really
alien.
be a funky looking baby, I think.
That has
I
like
don't
a
know.
high soprano
no,
though.
I think it's gonna be a beautiful baby.
Not as beautiful as Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, though. I don't think
That
any
baby.
child ever
Stunning.
will
Stop.
be more attractive.
I'm
than that child.
gonna get sterilized.
I'm
at this
obsessed
point,
with it already.
At this point, why even
that
try?
child that's not even born.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for us today. Ben, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Alex, Haley,
Always a
great to
pleasure.
have you guys as usual. Next up, Andrea covers Parents Weekend, and I'll catch up with Vivienne Quow. Stay tuned, Unpeelers.
Hey Unpeelers, it's Dre Lopez here, and it's Parents Weekend. I'm so excited. My parents aren't here, so I'm gonna go mess with yours. So let's go see what stuff you guys are up to for Parents Weekend, and see how well they know Syracuse. We're gonna ask some trivia questions, maybe a little bit about your life, see how well they know what you're up to. Parents, what was the school's original mascot?
I'm assuming an orange.
Out of the lemon.
What was the founding year of Syracuse?
18. I have no idea.
1832, almost 1870. Oh, it was close. You're still in the same century. What is the founding year of Syracuse University?
1960. Nope, that's a class. I don't know.
All right, and what is the library called on campus?
Oh, I should know this because we pass it all the time.
You know this. I know you know it. I see it.
Can you give me the first letter?
First letter B. It's the name of an animal.
Beaver.
Is it? Are you here for the game?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
All right, do you want to go to Syracuse someday?
Yeah.
Are you a big Syracuse fan?
Yeah.
Who's our quarterback?
AJ Long,
Nice. And who are we playing today?
NC State.
NC State. We got. All right, and what were the school's original colors?
Pink and green. Like pea green.
You got it. Pea green. Pink and green. What was Syracuse's original colors?
Not orange and blue?
Strangely, they were pink and green.
Wow.
Preppy, real preppy.
Real preppy. Syracuse was preppy. What resident hall does your daughter live in?
Haven.
Haven? Oh, awesome. The toilet bowl. And what classes is your daughter taking this semester?
She's taking communication, public relation.
No.
What class are you taking?
Oh, that's a major.
And what is, let's see, what is your daughter's favorite place to late night eat?
Oh. Well, we just went to this place called Sliders, which was very good, and she says she really that she likes that place.
Yes.
But she's just a freshman, so she's just learning. We're just
Entering
getting into the whole late night thing.
What is your son's roommate's name?
Tufan.
Tufan. I did know that. I had to think for a minute.
What is your daughter's roommate's name?
Jessie.
Jessie. And what is your daughter's RA's name?
June.
June. Oh, very cool. We know all these answers. You can probably guess. You'll probably be right.
Matt Hill.
Are you always in the library?
I'm always in the library until I get kicked out at 10 o'clock on Saturdays.
I hate that. I'm just trying to study.
Just trying to study. You don't want me to party, and I'm trying to study, but you kick me out of there too. So I don't know.
And where does your daughter like to late night eat?
We're being kicked out by the band.
Guys, I love you, Mickey.
Thank you.
Megan, yes! Can you dance? Can I just like get right? Yeah, get in. Yeah, I'm coming in. Wait.
Grab a burger.
Hey, Unpeelers, we're at the parents' office today, and I am sitting here with
Missy Mathis-Hanlon.
And Christine Cochan-Serbin.
Excellent. All right, so we came here today to talk a little bit about Parents Weekend, what the events you guys have planned, so let's get right into the questions. I understand that Syracuse hosts the annual Family Weekend, which is always a very successful event, and we love that it's on campus and available to students and their families. We want to know a little bit about what goes on behind the scenes, what activities are going on, so what goes into planning such a great event like this?
Well, I think a lot of people would be surprised that we start planning for Family Weekend even before we know when it is. We know that it's going to be in the fall, so we get a sense of whether there's local hotel rooms available, whether there's major events or conferences going on in the area, because we want to make sure we don't plan it on a weekend when there wouldn't be space available for people to come. Usually our hard planning starts around March, and we get a good skeleton of the schedule together by July so that people can start taking a look and seeing if they want to come for a Family Weekend.
Awesome. So almost March. What is that, half a year? It's a long time. A lot of planning goes into it. I know you both you work together to coordinate events, but could you share some events you would have planned this year for Family Weekend?
Well, we have a few different types of events, I guess. We have information sessions, we have academic type programs, and then we have sort of entertainment and recreation programs. So, people might learn more about career services or getting involved on campus, or they might be going to their students' college dean breakfast. They can go out to Tennessee Ice Skating Pavilion, or they can, actually see their child perform, which is one thing that we really like to do.
Right, the dance workshop. I know there was a dance show that went on.
Yeah, we have student showcases, a cappella concerts, things like that.
That's great. Do you want to add anything to that?
No, just that we do a Friday night event that really is nice, that we welcome the parents, have dessert and coffee, and that's like the opening for the weekend, and that's one of the social events that we sponsor.
Thank you all so much, and this was great talking to you.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Unpeelers.
Welcome back to Syracuse Unpeeled. I'm joined by Vivienne Quow. Vivienne, welcome.
Thank you.
First, let's talk about a little bit. Tell everyone at SU what you were involved in on campus, because you're involved in a lot of different organizations. It's quite impressive.
Okay, so I'm involved in She's the First Syracuse. I'm involved in the Caribbean Student Association, also Creations Dance Company, and I also do like little things for other organizations. I'm general body member of Black Communication Society and Camp Quezon. So.
Let's start with She's the First organization. You were the president, which is huge, quite impressive. What is your role with the organization? And can you tell us a little bit for the viewers who don't know what the organization is, kind of what it entails and everything?
Well, She's the First is a national nonprofit organization, and what we do is we sponsor girls in the developing countries to be the first in their families to graduate. So that means that we go out to different schools and we start chapters there, and then we do funding and different types of fundraising events to raise money, which then in turn goes directly towards their tuition payments. So our particular chapter, the Syracuse chapter, is the first chapter of the university, the first chapter of the organization here, and it was founded by Kristen Brand, and she's an actual Newhouse graduate student also. And our chapter, we sponsor Mbithe Pewis, and she lives in Kenya, and she's 9 years old. So what sets the organization apart from many of the different like nonprofit organizations where you're sending money and you're funding like a student somewhere else, we get to actually like have contact with her. We get videos, we get letters, and we get report cards. We get to check up on her. We can send her letters too. So the general body members, they get like to actually have contact, and you know who you're sponsoring. So it's not like it's just this kid somewhere else that you have no idea who the money's going to.
And how did you get involved with that organization?
So the end of my freshman year, actually, my friend Kadisha Phillips came to me about the organization, and she's just decided that she was doing some research. We all were saying like, oh, you know, we want to like start something on campus. We all want to like leave something here before we graduate. And so we found She's the First, and there was already a chapter here on campus previously, but it diminished. I guess the girls who were running it before they graduated and never really, you know, passed it on. So we decided let's, you know, recharter it and bring it back, and then we started all over again. So probably like the end of my freshman year, which was 2012, it was brought back on campus. So.
And kind of what's the legacy that you want, you know, the organization, what the legacy that you want to leave on the organization once you leave Syracuse?
The organization is very near and dear to my heart just because of us being like kind of the ones to bring it back to campus. So it's kind of like my little like baby here on campus. And what we particularly stand for is more like education equality. So we recognize that in these developing countries that the women and the girls don't get the same treatment as the men do. They're not allowed to go to school. They have to stay home, cook and clean and things like that. So we kind of want to tell the general body of Syracuse University that this is going on in these other countries, and that sometimes here we don't really understand how privileged we are, that we don't have to go through those things. And we're all here at a university together studying, but some of these girls are at home, they have children, they're being married off at 10 years old. So what we want to tell everyone is that, you know, it only takes a little bit, maybe $1 or something like that, to just help us get this tuition money together to actually send this girl to school so that she can graduate, get an education. And there's one thing that we pride ourselves on saying is that when you have an educated woman in the household, it actually increases the amount of income that's coming into the household, and that poverty starts where there are uneducated women, because they're usually the ones that are controlling the households.
Thank you so much for joining us today on Unpeeled.
Thank
and
you.
As usual, we're going to play a little game, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Unpeeled, where we are joined by Alex and Ben, and of course, Vivienne, and we are going to play a little game of Guess That Picture. So Vivienne and I are going to start first, and I'm going to, you know, do the magic and draw the picture, and she's going to have to guess what it is, and I'm a horrendous drawer, sorry. Just
okay.
Giving you a forewarning. And so it's you and I against these two. And just letting you guys know that I have, so far with the games that we played on Unpeeled, I've won every time, so I would be a little afraid if I were you guys.
Not this time.
Nah,
We're not easily shaken.
You just don't know what you're up against, so.
We're just gonna leave it that way.
Okay, all right. Let's
Element of
start off,
surprise.
Viv, you ready? We're gonna
Yeah.
start off with our first one. You're gonna distract me, I know. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, it's easy. Okay.
No, it's not. It's really hard. You're not gonna be able to do it.
Glasses?
Can we get a ticking sound?
Sunglasses.
Yes! Oh my god, that was easy. Oh my god, I was gonna be afraid for a second if you
really
didn't get
good
that
sound.
one.
I was like,
All right, so one for us. All right, you guys, I guess you get to go now. I'll stand
If
up
I had to
here.
guess, there's probably
I'll
two
stand on your way,
separate
go ahead.
stacks. We're gonna get like a ridiculous word.
Origami.
I just,
Good luck. Good luck with that one. You got 30 seconds. Go.
Hush, Cassie. Here we go. Al, I'm with you. Circle, line. Flower, person. Person, muscles, bodybuilder. Two bodybuilders, arm wrestling. Muscles, punch fight. It's a fight, it's a boxing match. There's a third person, it's a baby.
so close. It was Fight Club. It was so close. I had no idea how to draw it, but then you almost had it.
Disco ball, disco ball.
you said it's a baby.
All right.
All right,
I was
Viv.
going very literal.
It's okay.
It's okay. Because you know what? Now you're gonna get it, and we're gonna get that
All right,
draw.
girl.
And it's gonna be good.
Well, here's the thing,
Don't fail me.
Vivienne is a horrible drawer.
Okay.
I am actually not. I used to be an architect, so.
Mike, Viv, Mike.
Nice.
Sorry. Okay.
Used to be. Those are the key words. You used to be an architect.
Who's going
Are we
first?
ready?
I would think I'm first.
Are you? Wait, no. Viv will go first, right? Yes, Ben.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, ready?
Oh, great.
Shrek.
Yup.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I did see something that said SH. I thought you were gonna draw a shark, but
This is how Cassie wins her game.
I was gonna say
This is how Cassie
Cheating
wins.
allowed?
I was gonna say a shark,
Is
but
cheating
that's
allowed? I vote
obviously
no.
Shrek. So it's still 2-0. So we'll go. Next, you guys. Let's go.
I'm gonna go
I don't know
now.
how I feel about this.
Switch it up. Let's go. 2-0.
Ahem.
Erase that not shark.
I'll do it.
that
Ready?
not shark out of here.
Ready? Oh. Don't break our set
Should
now.
be a-
Can't handle it.
You won't be asked back.
You ready?
I'm not even gonna look at the card. Oh, don't worry, I won't. Box. TV. Clock. Alarm clock.
Bingo.
Ah. So it's 2-1.
I think God should have counted us 2 because we didn't cheat.
Switch again.
How many rounds are we doing? Should we get some
Jesus.
music going, maybe?
All right.
Here.
We should get some awkwardly quiet.
Nah.
All right. Are we ready? Are we ready?
I was born ready. Are you kidding? Maybe you won't cheat this time. I don't know.
No! I don't know how to do
It's a good thing you're a really good artist.
I don't even know what it looks
Just
like.
draw. Just draw.
That's set it. Set for you.
Just start drawing.
Can I write it? Can I write something?
No, no words.
No. You can't speak.
You just
over.
said a vital piece of information.
Don't repeat.
I didn't hear
Maybe
it.
she didn't catch it.
I didn't.
This
Is
what
that a
happens when
child?
you cheat.
What is that?
3, 2, 1.
This is Buzz Lightyear.
Are you kidding me?
supposed to draw
That
Buzz
looks like a
Lightyear?
shrimp with a person head.
That's semi-accurate of.
I got Lynn. I
You
got
tried
Lynn to laugh.
drawing Buzz Lightyear.
Lynn's
okay?
laughing behind the camera.
I was gonna write Toy Story, but
Yeah.
apparently you can't write
Apparently,
words.
guess that picture
Just
isn't
that
just that word and
We
read.
drew 2
All right.
sticks and a rectangle.
So it's still 2-1. Go ahead.
No reaction, just draw. Hush, Vivienne. Snowman. Christmas.
Okay,
Hanukkah.
that was really easy.
Winter. Snowball fight. Snowball. Man fight. Snowball.
That is
See,
so
I set the scene
easy.
for you first. I set the scene. You like that?
cute
I set
too.
all
I
the
do.
scene.
Some context,
That was
please.
cool,
Let's
right?
go. We gotta
Context,
bring
please.
it
Yeah.
back to the lead
And then it was
now.
a flying snowball, obviously, because what
I
else
get
is
it.
flying?
I get it.
The last one.
I like it. We tied it up.
Oop.
They don't like us that much.
So this is
Like
like
this.
go round.
Like we gotta cut them off
This
early.
is don't
It's not
cheat
going
round.
well.
That's what I like to call it.
All right, ready?
Okay. Oh, there's one.
It's okay. It's a horrendous drawing of the snowball.
It's a really good
Box.
snowball.
Basketball court. Basketball.
Can I trip her?
What is that?
It's not Buzz Lightyear out of it.
Tennis court? Basketball? Is it a sport?
Yeah.
Sport. Racket.
Cassie, you're dumb.
I got it.
You know what
I already know what it is.
Ice rink.
Me and Ben got
Hockey
it.
rink.
Can we get the countdown going?
Point to
Can we
something
get the
more
countdown?
important.
Then we got this. We already know.
Ping pong.
It was actually table
You
tennis.
dumb,
Okay,
dumb.
well, ping pong and
Something like that's the table. I tried
I'm
to show
sorry.
you the
Stop
legs.
complaining. Stop complaining.
All right. All right.
Is
So
timer ready?
what are you doing with your hands? They're so dirty.
Timer's ready.
Okay.
Come on, Joan. Beeswax.
questions? Sun. Summer. Happy sun. Vampire. Spider. Spider web. Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
No!
You got all these.
Whoa! We got all the easy ones. I don't want to hear it.
For real? I had
We win?
had Buzz Lightyear. How
We
are
just
you
broke their
supposed to
losing
draw
streak?
Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right. Well,
You won't be able to
Ben,
tell about your winning streak
Alex.
next time. It was a good try. It was a really nice
And,
try.
Me. Well, Vivienne, thank you so much for joining us today.
welcome.
I still, we're gonna forget this game ever happened, but
Yeah.
stay tuned for the next episode of Unpeeled. Bye.